Balance Ahead are a company who help young children aged 8 to 12 who are neurologically diverse. The charity helps them to fulfil their potential by working closely with children, providing them learning opportunities and experiences to help them live rewarding and active lives.
Facebook is one of the largest social media platforms, therefore increasing the number of likes they have is important, so more people can see what the company's work achievements are. Showing real people who have been helped by Balance Ahead is a great way to attract support. Liking similar pages such as charities will also increase the number of likes. Twitter is another major social media site with similar benefits as Facebook. Using the hashtag feature and trying to get it trending is something different that we would try to encourage and utilise for Balance Ahead. Blogging is a much more complicated but offers something different from the other social media sites. It can provide a personal experience which encourages two-way communication between the user and the organisation. LinkedIn is a more professional platform for Balance Ahead to promote itself by making an organisation profile as well as an individual accounts. YouTube and Flickr are both excellent platforms for video and photo sharing of events and successes for the business.
Our aim is to create a new social media strategy that the organisation can adhere to at the end of the project. The benefit to the organisation is that the project will result in a safer, more effective use of social media. For the first meeting, we were given a brief for the project. We researched the company and looked at potential options for the company's social media. At the first meeting, we clarified the deliverables, and this led to the creation of our 8 key deliverables, which shall be discussed later in the presentation.
Our research philosophy was to provide Balance Ahead with useful information so that they can implement their new social media strategy effectively. Our methods involve looking at multiple social media sites to gain as much information as possible. This will allow us to look at social media sites from a business perspective rather than the view of a personal user. Ethically, there are a few issues we faced with potentially vulnerable children, and so we made sure that we weren't responsible for dealing with any of this information, but rather just showing Balance Ahead how to use social media platforms to their maximum potential.
One type of literature used was online pages about social media strategy. They were useful to get an initial understanding about how the company should model their social media. We also used literature on legislation regarding the safeguarding of sensitive information. This included the 1989 Children's Act. Another type of literature used was Young's Dynamic Life Cycle, which helped illustrate the stages of the project life cycle.
As the project was to create a new social media strategy, there was no need to collect any primary data. However, we did need to collect secondary data on social media strategies so that we could effectively implement this. We also need to analyze Balance Ahead current social media data by looking at the current audience of the social media so that we could tailor the content to the suitable for this audience.
Project is taking place to update the social media policy and strategy of Balance Ahead. This is so that awareness of the project can be increased to encourage participation. The volunteer who is usually in charge of the social media page is unfortunately unable to work at the current time, so we will help to assist Balance Ahead with the work. We will be exploring the different forms of social media available and we will be making recommendations. Our group will be taking part in this project as part of our BMG205 project management module at Plymouth University. The social media strategy will aim to increase awareness of the project so that participation can be encouraged. We are helping to create a long-term strategy so that the volunteer can continue to use our plan long after the project is finished. This is mutually beneficial to both the company and our group, as we will also learn project management skills by participating in the project. The project will focus on 8 key deliverables to review with the client. This can be shown on the slide. The first key deliverable of our project is a step-by-step guide on how to use Buffer. This is software that allows the user to post once on Buffer, and then this post can be scheduled to be posted across multiple social media platforms. Platforms include Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn and Google+. The online tool saves time for Balance Ahead, as they can schedule their posts a number of weeks in advance. This provides rich content to improve customer interactions with the social enterprise, to increase participation.
Driving traffic from the social media pages to the website is an important aim for Balance Ahead. This is because the website offers additional information and content to what is on the social media pages. This is the main way in which potential customer will use the social enterprise. One of the methods to do this included embedding the URL in the About section to drive customer to the website. It was also important for us to use the content of the social media pages to engage customer with the business so that they will use the website.
This part of the report deals with keeping social media separate from personal accounts, which was an important aspect for the client. The client has identified the employees running the social media received frequent notifications once they were at home from the company account. We have created clear instructions for them on how to keep their personal accounts separate from their company social media account. This included changing the setting on Facebook and installing the page management app for smartphone and tablets.
One of the main risks of maintaining social media pages is the risk of spam. This can be in the form of malicious comments from trolls or spam from other sites on the social enterprise page. We have made recommendations to the company to use software security called SiteLove. This include spam monitoring, malware monitoring, and site verification certificate. Twitter has their own anti-spam protection software which is available for all users. This should prevent many types of spam appearing. We have also provided tips on dealing with online trolls and made recommendations on how to increase balance and security.
Facebook is one of the largest social media platforms, therefore increasing the number of likes they have is important, so more people can see what the company's work achievements are. Showing real people who have been helped by Balance Ahead is a great way to attract support. Liking similar pages such as charities will also increase the number of likes. Twitter is another major social media site with similar benefits as Facebook. Using the hashtag feature and trying to get it trending is something different that we would try to encourage and utilise for Balance Ahead. Blogging is much more complicated but offers something different from the other social media sites. It can provide a personal experience which encourages two-way communication between the user and the organisation. LinkedIn is a more professional platform for Balance Ahead to promote itself by making an organisation profile as well as an individual account. YouTube and Flickr are both excellent platforms for video and photo sharing of events and successes for the business.
We have discussed and researched intensely about whether the use of Google Plus would be of use in Balance Ahead. We have come to the able agreement that currently we feel that Google Plus would bring very little benefit to the company at this current time. This is due to that it's mainly being revolved around YouTubers and their followers. We strongly recommend that Balance Ahead use their time to focus more closely on their existing social media. However, we do recommend that they keep a close eye on Google Plus as it is growing at a fast rate and we could become of a benefit in the future. We were first given our brief by Margaret on the 26th of November. This is when we first had an idea of the project we were going to be undertaking for Balance Ahead. We had our first and only face-to-face meeting with the client on the 10th of December and finally handed over a report on the 16th of March.
The project was very interesting and useful for all of us. We enjoyed working as a group and have all taken a professional approach to the project. Our aim was to produce a report for the client that was beyond the expectations. The team behavior was excellent. We all managed to meet the agreed deadline and help each other when we felt that was
We
necessary.
strongly agreed that all the marks allocated would be split evenly between all members of the group.